The first AFC North matchup of the year is coming right at you on Sunday. Could not be more excited. We got the Bengals. We got the Ravens squaring off in Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Ravens right now open up as a 2.5-point favorite. Over-under for that game is 48.5. I love the fact that you not only have a chance to beat one of your rivals, but you have a chance to send them to 1-4 and possibly bury their hopes for a playoff spot just in week 5. Oh, it would be so sweet. Something else that would be sweet is beating them in the like battle. Stone Shields, fake name, I know, challenged me to a like battle this video. They're right now at 480 likes. We're at 0. So like the video to beat the Bengals because he said some pretty mean stuff. Not just about us, not just about me, but about the Ravens. This is him on his last show. I know it hasn't been the best start in Cincinnati, but my goodness, I'd rather be 0-17 with Joe Burrow than have Lamar Jackson as my QB. Zero aura, can't throw it deep, can't win the big one. Must I go on? Bengals win Sunday, and more importantly, the Bengals breakdown destroys Ravens rundown in this like battle. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Stone? First off, could you have more of a fake name than you do? No, you couldn't. There's the answer to that question. So like the video, stick it to Stone, make him do this in Cincinnati, make him go to like something like Skyline Chili to help him get through this absolute destruction we're about to put him through. And most importantly, like the video. Let's waste no more time and get right into the keys to victory for Sunday's matchup against the Bengals. Number 1, pound the rock. There's a big matchup advantage to the Bengals in this one when you look at the run offense versus the run defense. Right now, the Baltimore Ravens have the number 1 run offense in the entire NFL, 220.4 yards per game running the football. Hell yeah. Is it 1974? Has the forward pass even been invented yet? I love it. Smash mouth football. Bengals defense, 25th in the NFL. So one of the worst in the NFL at stopping the run. They let up 145.5 yards per game. So number 1, just pound the rock and do it with your guy Derrick Henry, who's off to a career start this year in 2024. He leads the NFL in rush yards with 480. He has a career high in rush yards per carry. He's tied for first in the NFL with rushing touchdowns with 5. He's second in the NFL with first downs with 24. And he has the longest rush so far in the NFL with 87 yards. So run the football because you have established over these last 2 weeks that this is your identity. This is how you beat teams. If you can run the football like you did against Dallas and like you did against Buffalo, you can beat anybody in the NFL. I know my cadence was a little bit off there, but you get what I'm saying. Run the ball, and you're going to win this game. I'm going to set the over-under 113.5 for Derrick Henry. Does he get more than 113.5 rushing yards in this contest? If you think yes, type O for over. If you think no, type U for under. You're about to get hit with a YouTube ad break. So to pass that time, this is going to be the pinned comment. Go down in the comment section and reply O or U for me. Number 2, get Burrow on the ground. And so far, Cincinnati has a pretty good pass protection stats this year in 2024. They've only allowed 8 sacks. That's good enough for 10th best in the NFL. They didn't let up a single sack against Carolina. But I looked a little bit deeper in the numbers, and I think those could be just a little bit inflated because of who they've played. They haven't played a team that's in the top half in sacks yet this season. Open the season against the Patriots. They've got 9 sacks, 17th in the NFL. Then Chiefs and Commanders each have 8. They're tied for 19th in the NFL. And then the Panthers only have 5, and they're tied for 30th. So, yes, they've protected Joe Burrow well, but they haven't come close to playing a team like the Baltimore Ravens. And you're playing them without their starting right tackle, Trent Brown. Hurt himself 2 weeks ago against the Washington Commanders. He's placed on IR. It's a season-ending knee injury. And the only time you got to see the backup right tackle was against Carolina, who's got one of the worst pass rushes in the league. And so, can you attack this weakness that they've got? Can you attack that right tackle position? Can you get to Joe Burrow? Because they don't run the football all that well. They're about 20th in the NFL in rush yards per game. So if you can get him on the ground, if you can do what Carolina failed to do and pressure him all night long, man, that gives you a good shot at winning this one. Number 3, get Zay involved. Now, I did put the parentheses there, if you have to. This isn't something I think that you need to force, right? But you got to get your best playmakers the ball, and he's one of them. I know those stats don't necessarily support that this season. 17 receptions, only 158 yards through 4 games, 9.8 yards per catch, and a touchdown. But we all know the potential that he has. But again, I can't stress this enough. I don't want you to force this. Don't go away from running the football if running the football is giving you success, right? You don't need to get Zay the ball if Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson and Justice Hill, with their legs, are doing all the work. But I think Lamar proved to us on Sunday against the Bills that he's got the ability to hit the targets deep. You saw against Dallas, he only had 1 pass over 10 yards. And then against Buffalo, 1, 2, 3, 4 passes over 10 yards, one of those going for a touchdown. Still a lot at the line of scrimmage, but still, you kind of get afforded those passes when you're able to run the ball as well as you did. And so, get Zay the football, but if you're having success in the run game, don't force it. Stick with that plan. Before I go to my last 2 keys of victory, I got to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that, of course, is Game Time. Game Time is the place to go for the best seats at the lowest prices guaranteed. And if you are so excited that the football season is finally here and in full swing, you got to give Game Time a shot. It's the only place that I go to get any college football or NFL tickets. Game Time actually has a new feature. It's called Game Time Picks. It makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. The tool highlights the best deals, including great and amazing deals, which are the highest value seats at the time. For some events, Game Time Picks also identifies a super deal, which is the best seat value in the venue. Guys, I actually do use Game Time. I think it's the easiest app to use. I think it's the best app to use. This upcoming weekend, I will be in Fayetteville, Arkansas to watch my Tennessee Volunteers take down the Arkansas Razorbacks, and I got my tickets for me, my wife, my best friend, his fiance. I got our tickets through Game Time. I used code ChatSports. I got $20 off my purchase. I can't stress enough how easy it is to use and how it is the best app that's out there on the App Store. So head over to Game Time and take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? It is game time. About to hit y'all with a little bit of an alliteration. Handle Hendrickson. That's my number 4 key to victory on this one. Also, I didn't go with my patented Joey's keys to victory. There we go. We slipped it in there. But Trey Hendrickson is the only legit pass rushing threat that this Bengals team has. And he's a good one, right? He's a really good defensive end. He gets to the quarterback just as good and as often as any other player in the NFL does, but he's all they've got. They've got 5 sacks on the year, 30th in the NFL in that category, and 3 of them are Trey Hendrickson. Quick math for you. That's 60% of their sacks so far through 4 weeks are Trey Hendrickson. So if you can eliminate his ability to get to Lamar Jackson, they've kind of shown through 4 weeks they don't have a ton of people on this team that can get to the quarterback, right? And so I'm looking at this offensive line. We love the way they play it against Dallas. Love the way they played against Buffalo. Can they do the same thing against Cincinnati? Can they keep Lamar upright? Can they keep that jersey clean? Because if so, you're going to have a better chance at winning this game. I need you to like the video if you love the way that this offensive line played against the Bills. We talked about it all throughout this week. Man, Derrick Henry had himself a day, but it's because of that offensive line. So like the video and show the offensive line some appreciation. Number 5, the final one. You got to bottle up Lamar Chase. For all the whining and bitching and complaining he does in the offseason, he's still one of the best wide receivers in football. He's off to a pretty solid start through this year. 19 receptions, 300 yards, 15.8 yards per catch, and 3 touchdowns. You just got to let him not Devontae Adams you, okay? You saw what Devontae Adams was able to do in that Raiders and in that Raiders-Ravens game. It wasn't good, right? He's pretty much the only reason that they won that game. Now, Gardner Minshew was able to get him the football, but man, he was kind of abusing Brandon Stevens all night long. Now, I don't think Ja'Marr Chase is as good of a receiver as I think that Devontae Adams is, but man, he's still a good receiver. So you got to take him away. You have to take him away. If they're going to hurt you, let it be T. Higgins. I can live with if it's T. Higgins that's destroying you. But you can't let it be Ja'Marr Chase because that is too obvious. So here's the matchup. Here's what we got. Now it's time to give my score prediction, okay? Because I promised you'd get that. Here it is. 38-24. I think it's a high-scoring affair. This team was not able to do anything against the Commanders. They let the Panthers score 24. Was it 24, Allie? 24 points against them. If you're letting Andy Dalton and the Panthers do that, imagine what this Ravens team will do. I think you win this one in Cincinnati. I don't care if you're on the road. It's an a noon Central kickoff, and I think it's a splattering in Cincinnati. You heard mine. What's yours? You let me know your score prediction down in the comments section. Are you as confident as I am? Do you think they're going to win this one as big of a margin as I do? Or do you think it's going to be bigger? Let me know in the comment section down below. And before you go, if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that like button.